Welcome, welcome. This is Unveiling Meditation. I am Kari Caldwell, and we're doing some meditation with the angels today. So it seems fitting that we have like this big sunspot that I know is going to shift in a few moments, but a lot of cool energy coming in off of the light with it. So I'm going to roll with it, going to leave it. And it's so good to see all of your faces and know we are getting ready to head into the Lion's Gate. So today is this theme this week has been focused a lot on individuation, right? Like using this energy as we're shifting through it to call forward those elements within ourselves that are most unique. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do it. We'll start the recording and be on our way. Good morning. Welcome to Unveiling Meditation. Taking a nice deep breath in. We are going to be working with the angels today, allowing yourself to not only feel your breath as you close your eyes and settle in, but also begin to feel into the environment around you, the room, the space, breathing in and just allowing yourself to receive in this moment, shifting gears from doing into being. Go ahead and on your next deep breath in, bring those shoulders up around the ears and roll. Slide those shoulder blades down the spine. Let's go ahead and do that one more time, lifting all the way up and out of the spine, out of the sitting bones, and back down and in as you come back to your body, allowing ourselves to begin to send that link of intention up to our angelic field, up to our soul purpose, our point of connection, doing our light link, bringing middle finger to thumb and imagining that sun shining in as absolutely bright as it possibly can. We are on track for a brilliant journey today. So just settling your mind, noticing how the environment around you is interacting with your own imagery as you send that light link up, that cord up to the clouds. And as you feel the sun, as you sense it in your mind's eye, as though you've just stepped outside into the brilliant sun, give thanks. Just take a moment as though you really have stepped into the sunlight and just feel that connection. Breathe into that connection. Breathe that light in. We are here blooming our soul's expression. And the blooming happens like a flower opening to the sun. So really allow your energy body the opportunity. Notice as you soften into the light, how your body and the environment around you softens, follows suit with you. Again, breathing in and out, shifting into your hips, taking that breath in. Nice big sigh, nice big exhale, allowing it all to cycle out. As we move into now the roots of that flower that we are, feeling our hips, feeling our sitting bones. Notice how you're sitting. If you're totally comfortable or if you're standing and moving, however it comes together, whatever you may be doing, and go ahead and shift a little bit. Like even if you just rotate, if you don't really move, but you rotate the spine in the hips and that pelvic floor, or if you give a little bit of movement back and forth, or if your body, check in with your body, see if your body wants to reposition itself completely. Maybe you want to lie down, maybe you want to stand up. Let your body guide you, because we're going to take a fun journey today, and the body gets to be, in many ways, a big part of that. There's going to be a lot of playfulness that we're working with. Also some purpose, but sometimes the play is the purpose. And that's what today's meditation is all about. All right, next, deep, deep, deep breath in and going all the way into the earth this time, driving those roots down and in, following them down and in, to the center through the soils. There's this beautiful electromagnetic field within the soils. All of the bacteria and richness has a luminescence to it. Feeling that layer of connection, that luminescence, then going deeper to the next layer down and the next layer until you find yourself following those cracks and those fissures, like water seeping all the way into the center of the earth. And you find yourself in the depths of the cave at the center of the earth, that beautiful iron crystal quartz, pulsing, 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 the inner center, the core of the telluric fields, feeling that heartbeat as we come into our own heart and synchronize with the earth. Taking notice how you are holding the two fields, the above and the below. Go ahead and shift as you come into your heart to the above, imagining the sun and feeling the heartbeat as your heart synchronizes with that of the earth, feeling them syncing up. That sunshine shining down, both simultaneously. We're going to go back to the sunshine now. Let yourself focus in completely, so much on the sun that it's almost as though it whites your field of vision out. Actually, let it completely white the field of vision out. We're going to use that to make our jump into our journey today. And just knowing that you are in control of these vibrations. So whatever work you may be doing, whatever is that you're thinking about feeling energetically, we are simply connecting all of the pieces, energy systems of your body in place, making sure you're getting proper power, proper charges, proper grounding to go do what you need to do. And so from this whited out space, it's as though we've fallen or stepped into a room that is completely white. Every wall in front of you, behind you, to the sides and the above, completely white. And you are the one who gets to paint this picture. So go ahead and just take a swath of your imagination and color, and notice if you go left to right or right to left, as you move that energy like a rainbow, like a paintbrush around you, opening up the creative centers of the brain beyond just reading the energy. Notice as you swipe and sweep the colors around, painting the walls, how they begin to take on a sort of movement. Maybe it's a pulsing, maybe you begin to notice the colors as though the walls have come alive and they're spinning around you. Just being playful here, letting the spin take hold now, building into a spin. Interesting. For some of you, you may drop out to the bottom of the floor to begin our journey. For others, a path may present itself before you. Whether that path is down and out into the earth or through the path as it unfolds on that wall before you, know that we are all going to the same dimension, just different ways for our body to experience and to get us there. We are making a dimensional shift to a realm where a good friend of mine, Janet, namaste, giving her full credit for first taking me in this dimension and on this journey, as we embark on our next steps, following this path out of the trees, out of the darkness, if you descended down through a vortex, and noticing as we begin to emerge, tuning in to this dimension in this field, tuning in as you breathe in and out, noticing how the energy is shifted. We're much more in an earth frequency now. having been playful, and then now coming down into the round, feeling the firmness of the earth beneath you. It's almost as though we're walking on granite on a strong mountain. And there's a mountain pass that we can see up in the distance. And if we were to gaze out through the trees, it's as though we can see those mountains in the distance, and we can see a beautiful castle in the distance. Taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling. And as you're wandering down this path, finding yourself suddenly emerging on a cliff. You can feel that cliff, the drop beneath you. It's as though imagining a stone just rolling over the edge and dropping seemingly forever down this crevasse that's presented itself before you, this fissure in the earth. Go ahead and tune in to this fissure in the earth, breathing in and out. And just feel this space. Feel the heaviness, the strength, the solidness, the firmness of the rock beneath you. Feel the expanse of the cliff below you, off of the cliff below you, and see if you can sense a bottom. Is it bottomless? Is there lava flowing at the bottom? Is there a river and trees? And as you gaze out and across towards those mountains in the distance and that castle, you know that you must cross this crevasse, this we're looking for. It's a gorge in the earth. But before you just, I know some of you are fast, before you just decide to seemingly jump or figure out your way across, if you haven't guessed yet, we're making our way towards that castle. Take a moment and just be here, be present, for this gorge represents something in your life. And while we don't need to psychoanalyze it or have stories around it, there are things in our life that come up that require us to have faith. And many times we feel called to build our way around something. We feel called to take a leap of faith. But today, our leap of faith is going to be calling on our angels. First, to tune into how we would normally cross this gorge, how we would see ourselves. Maybe you envision just taking a run and leaping. Maybe you imagine wings on your back. Go ahead and problem solve, troubleshoot this gorge. And then instead of going with option one, I want you to go back to that room where we were painting on the walls with colors and emotions and whatever it may have been. Allowing for this field of the angels show you alternative routes to get outside of your box of creativity. For outside of the box of, when we get outside of the box and we employ our creativity, we gain access to other dimensions. So remembering that within you are multiple dimensions. And that goal, that end destination, as I've already told you, is not only to cross this gorge, but to arrive within that castle. I'm going to invite you to employ these other dimensions to see if you can't elevate, shift your vibration into a quantum field, into a creativity field beyond anything you've ever imagined. And instead of simply building a bridge, climbing down the cliff, crossing the river, fording it, and climbing the other side, whatever it is that you maybe came up with first, as incredible as it was, transport yourself out of space and out of time. In the linear reality, you may see all the steps between you and there. You may see the many paths and alternatives you took. But in the quantum field, we are in a field of infinite possibilities, potentiality. Anything is potential. You have the potential for anything. There are infinite trajectories and ways for you to arrive at the base of those mountains amongst the angels. But when we move out of space and time, we open ourselves to not only each of those paths, but the unknown. For in the quantum, it's chaos. It relies on chaos for miracles to happen. Go ahead and take a few moments. Allow yourself to vibrate out of space, in that white room, out of time. No sun and earth tracking with us. And accelerate as you open again, finding yourself now having arrived, not just at the gates of the castle, but in the heart of the castle, a secret entrance only for the sovereign, an entrance that the angels would employ. And as you come into this space, tuning to this realm, this other dimension, noticing, reflecting on the path and how you've come, how many different dimensions you've moved through by simply being creative, allowing your mind to do what it knows how to do, your body, your energy fields, for your path that you walked and carved today was yours. Not what the experts told you, not even what your higher self told you. We got out of the box, and here you find yourself immersed within this castle with all round walls, round space. Again, we're going out of the box and into other geometry. And noticing as you call upon the field of the angels and all of your support guides, your soul guides, the masters, whether known or not known, welcoming them in, and just feeling yourself as we have felt the vibration of the earth in sync with our heartbeat, feeling within the walls of this castle your vibration. Noticing how fast, like the wings of a bee, the energy feels as you open your heart. And noticing now, like a fairy or a star falling out of the sky, a light coming down to meet you. And as the light comes closer, you shift into the dimension of this light, and before you is the most beautiful angelic guide, here to greet you, here to welcome you home, here to show you the view as you gaze out, not only to the mountains behind, but also to the valleys below. Your king or queendom, your land, your space, over which you hold sovereign domain. And for some of you, this may not even be spatial. You may not even see a vast landscape before you. You may just see all those you love, the connections, the ways in which they're all woven into your life, into the tapestry of your life. This angel is an angel of future vision, guiding you into what already is and has come to pass at some point in the future as we understand it on the earth and in the earth dimension. But in the quantum realm and the scope of our lives, there is no space and there is no time. And you can touch that version of you now. So as you stand here with this angel reaching out, as this future version of yourself emerges, seeing her as a light body or him as a light body before you, reaching out your hand and touching, giving love, touching their left side as you feel them reaching back and touching your left side, hand right on the heart as it sits just to the left. And feeling this connection and the love and the threads of who you are and who you are becoming. Breathing in and out. Exhaling, settling in, receiving this love from your future self and giving this love to your future self as you experience this moment in time together. Feeling yourself individuating, becoming the absolute most unique version of who you are. And as we do, feeling this field melting back into that white room. Sitting, standing, dancing, twirling, still painting with your emotions and love and the sounds maybe of the trees or others in the house, the sounds of nature, the walls, the emotions coming back into your body. All the way been and the images of that in your mind's eye, slowly making your way back. Namaste. So much love. So fun to play with you today. See you all tomorrow.